The plan was hatched a long while ago. The name was decided on. Move, connect, flow. The date was all set. The venue all booked. No stone was unturned. No issue overlooked. But who could have known the events that unfurled, that scuppered our vision and affected the world? We kept hold of our dream and patiently waited. We froze our ideas and our breath was bated. A glimmer of hope came. Was it safe to replan? We would find a new date and just do what we can. With some juggling and hoping, the July date was set. Our fingers were crossed. It was our best chance yet. As it turned out, the timing was great. All restrictions were lifted. Was that luck or just fate? The day finally came, and out came the sun. The waiting was over for movement and fun. Rach and Jill were there first to kick off the show. Then Tash picked up Johnny. They were raring to go. Tim and Paula were next to pop in and say hi. Then Sophie and Jane came wandering by. Antonia showed up with a smile on her face. Then Louise and Nadine set up finding their space. Hayley arrived next with her bag on her back, hoping she'd remembered everything to pack. Then David the Tiger turned up for tea. He'd performed up in London at his first matinee. Paul was the man to complete the great crew. We were all set to go. We had so much to do. Intros were made and goodie bags given. We were all raring to go, motivated and driven. The rules were dictated. No rules was first. Just be yourself and laugh till you burst. Keep moving and smiling. Ask questions galore. Eat lots and drink plenty, but try not to snore. 3 facts about us, but which one was lying? Some left us speechless, and some left us crying. Up early next morning for mobility and intention. Finished off beautifully with David's meditation. Breakfast was yummy to prepare us for more. Partners and props and exploring the floor. The setting was tranquil, barefoot on the grass. We learned some new moves and finished on our feet. Rach kept us in check, moving and flowing. The time sped so fast without us knowing. David would demo the perfect beast reach. He'd stay there for ages, and Rach would just teach. Evening massages were booked. The timing was right to relax all those muscles that may be aching or tight. Nadine and Louise worked their magic for sure. A wonderful feeling as you walked from their door. A calm evening walk to work off that dinner. Nature and fresh air are always a winner. Then, who could this be? Set us laughing again. Thoughts and crosses was next, which worked out the brain. Next day of movement, building a flow. Team effort by all, pulling everything we know. Then challenge time strikes, side kick-throughs in sync. To Madonna and Vogue, a tough one, I think. We all started off well. The fatigue started showing. But nearly 5 minutes later, Tim and Johnny were still going. The scavenger challenge was ongoing too. Lots of photos to take and more tasks to see through. Emojis, and statues, Vogue poses and trees, slide selfies and hiding, upside down and some bees. The thinker, the sphinx, 3 monkeys and more, a smile and a poo, emojis galore, a pack of spaghetti and some marshmallows too, to build and construct a tower with a view. The teams were all set, their minds were on fire, the towers were built, getting higher and higher. The timer went off, all fingers were sticky. To measure it now was going to be tricky. A word search for quiet times, with a prize at the end. All movement words, with a message to send. The anatomy jigsaw was a hit from the start. Such a shame at the end to take it apart. Tash, Nadine and Louise worked the hardest, no lie, but others chipped in as they were just passing by. The last morning arrived, nothing scheduled per se, but hand balancing practice got the vote of the day. We all found some progress, no matter how small. We all shared our tips and kicked up to the wall. So what were the highlights? So many to choose. We loved all the challenges, win, draw or lose. You had to be there to understand why. Potatoes and dentists made us giggle and cry. More highlights were noted. Flowing in person was first. The connection was amazing. Our hearts could just burst. The evenings were special. We laughed more and more. Drawing and guessing, our sides became sore. We moved and connected. We flowed, then flowed more. We ate and we drank well, of that we are sure. We discovered lots more about ourselves and our crew. We used our bodies and brains, much more than we knew. Time to leave now. No one wanted to go. So, here's to the next. Move, connect, flow.